for anyone that might just be starting out in the space, maybe to start just wrapping up this conversation as well, like what would you suggest for people that are just starting out? You know, I know you do music and media production and whatnot. Like, what is your advice for building that infrastructure from like the get-go? What are some things you've learned?
Well, I definitely say do the homework, right? You got to find out exactly what you want to do. Like you said earlier, I have quite a few different things spanned all across the whole platform, whatever. But what I learned the best is focus on one. Like, you know what I mean? Write all your ideas down that you have. You know, I want to do NFTs, movies, films, everything. You know, I want to do music, all this stuff, live streams. But then when you have your list, just focus on one. Like I think what happens is a lot of times people bounce this, bounce that. They don't see a reaction here. They don't see what they want to see here. So they're jumping all over the place, whatever. And what I learned in this whole process was, okay, I wanted to do the independent series, but I had to build the Shopify first. You know,
Mm.
I had to build the website. I had to learn how to do the themes. I had to figure out what videos I wanted. So instead of just filming and just because that's the fun part, right? The filming and the recording and that's the fun part. But do one at a time. Like don't just jump all over the place. Even though it might take a little longer, you might want to be done with something in a week, a month, a year. But you just gotta. I think the best advice is one. Then once you finish that one, go to the next. Once you finish that one, go to the next. Because like I said, when you jump all over, you might lose distractions. You might miss some details somewhere. I've learned that myself. Like I've dropped a few details here and there. I have to go back and do it. So I think once you complete that full one process, you know it's done. You know whatever you can move to the next. You can really dedicate your time and energy to that process, and then you'll start seeing it build. The stepping stones will start to get a little bit easier. You'll get and also document everything because you never know. It might not be enough for you, but you never know what might help someone else in the future. Like you might be able to say, "Hey, I did this way." You could document and show them instead of trying to tell them, and they'll have it that way as well.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, obviously I work with a lot of different artists and creators, people getting started on Shopify, and you know, they come to us and say, "Hey, I want to do a live stream." And honestly, like the single part is usually the easiest part. It's like you get in there, you
Right,
create it, take 5 minutes, but because you're building for the long haul, the beauty and beast of Shopify is that you could do anything. So
right, right.
there's just some prerequisites in some ways getting started. If yeah, there's out of the box things on Shopify, but at the same time, like approaching those one by one and having a clear idea, and also just like not being afraid to get started. Like I think as you build, like it will also shape up. So focus on it, do it, and you'll have even more clarity. I think even as you just like take those initial steps and get in the solution itself and just start building.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, as you know, even with my NFT, when I first launched my
Yeah.
NFT, I did it wrong on Shopify, right? I completely did. I answered some question wrong. I was going back with Shopify, and they were like, "Hey, you do it this way." I was going with you guys. You're like, "Well, not that way. Hold on, we might want to do it this way." But
Yeah.
the benefit of it was I got a chance to understand how if that were to pop up
What's going
again, I
on?
got to understand to know how to do it again. I wrote down the questions, whatever. I found out what I had to answer correctly next time. You know what I mean? Like all that different stuff. I know do another store. I know exactly what it is. Like so, the process in itself was kind of like I don't know what I don't know how if I'm going to be. I was kind of nervous. I wanted to launch my NFT a little earlier. I was going to do something else, but me not launching at that time actually helped me settle down, not
Oh
do
yeah.
it how I wanted to do originally. It's like, okay, do I do something a little bit different, whatever, and it helped me build a better NFT plan in the long term anyway. So like, just
Yeah.
the process is the part of I think the process is the fun part for me. That's the best part to me, honestly. The
Yeah.
development and the process, I think that's probably the best thing for me anyway. That's my favorite.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, and we keep saying we're like last point, but maybe one last point is at
Sure.
least on my end. I think sometimes I have an idea, and I work with a lot of creatives. I'm a creative myself, and you have this like one idea, but that one idea actually unlocks something, and I think that's kind of this space that you're in. So just kind of getting started and like doing it right and like setting things up right so that you can keep building for the long haul is like so critical. And as you get going, like things will shape up, like things will make sense. It's like
Right.
you got to do your due diligence and show up honestly and do it. But I think there's a lot of reward on the other side as you're like starting to see with, you've been putting out content and you're having people show up and say like I want to be part of this movement, and that kind of transcends just like the usual product sales that you might have in Shopify or viewers on Instagram. They're now part of your journey and kind of with you for
Right.
the long haul. So yeah, if there's
Definitely.
do you have any, I always like to kind of wrap these up just saying like if you have any like last words or where could people find you and support you, and then we'll go from there.
Well, any last words? I want to just thank everybody that took the time to watch this. Of course, the time is the most valuable asset we have, so I appreciate anybody that listened to this and just take a moment to, check out what we're doing here in Chaotic Styles. You can find us at Chaotic Styles. Just put Kayatick anywhere. It's across all platforms. Twitter, Instagram, all that. It should pop up. There shouldn't be too many other Chaotic Styles out there. If they are, we'll come for you guys. Just kidding. But no, and just like I said, and we're creative here. We're appreciate the process. Come follow us, follow our journey. We're going to be our catalog is not as big as we wanted to, but give us time. We're going to build that catalog, and we're going to build it just for the people that kind of are following us and behind us and backing us. We're building that catalog for you. It's not for advertisers. It's not for to try to get super this and that. We're just trying to build it for the people that love entertainment, love music, love movies, want to have a movie night, throw some popcorn in, don't want to see the movies end the same way like they always do, with the happy ending. Maybe sometimes, maybe I ended up happy, maybe it won't, who knows? But we're
Yeah.
using, and other creatives as well. Come talk to us, man. Shoot us a message. We're looking to highlight you guys' movies and films and music as well. Like, when it's not just an in-house thing, we want to reach out to other people. Our
Cool.
platform is designed just for artists. That's our artists, people that are into arts and stuff like that. So just come check us out.
Cool. I love that. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'm sure that Anderson and I will keep chatting. So yeah, stay in the loop and you'll hear more from us. So again, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Guys.